Oh, we're rolling now? Alright, Spectre Senence here with Spectre Ames. We're back finally to do another 40K battle report with, of course, the new Eldar. Yes?
Of course.
Alright, so you have, remember if you watched the videos in the past, Spectre Ames and I did a Dark Eldar fight. We're going to do a rematch. Yes, we're going to do a rematch here, hopefully with the new Codex. Spectre Ames can really play a lot better, but I did bring a pretty good hard-hitting list. You know, I've got a little bit more racks and venoms than I did last time. Well, maybe one more venom, but enough to kind of really bring some stuff at him. So we'll see how that basically goes. You can hear a lot of background noise. We're here at our hobby store here, Crossroad Games in Standish. So you're going to hear a little bit of noise here. We're going to really try to play through a lot of the stuff here and go through our armies. But we're pretty excited. In this battle report, you will see the Crimson Raider. That's what you have?
Crimson Hunter.
Crimson Hunter, sorry. So the Crimson Hunter is in use. No Eldar psychic powers? We have a force here.
Yes, we do have a force.
We have psychic powers?
We do have a force.
So we'll have psychic powers.
Yep, we will have psychic powers.
Okay. No Wraith Knight. Right, that's the big guy.
No, not against Dark Eldar.
Yeah, he was a little worried about me, and I can't really blame him because I have a lot of poison and stuff, and that really probably wouldn't be nice. But what we'll do is try to get Spectre Ames to fight a later one with the Wraith Knight, so we can get them all up and painted and looking pretty. We'll beat up on Spectre Wild because that's what all the other Spectres do, is they beat up on Spectre Wild. So there's a little challenge out there for that. So we'll see how that's going on. We're going to take a look at the armies, and this is 1850. Big guns never tire is what we rolled. We got a Vanguard deployment. I guess I'm going first, so we've got that. Night fight didn't happen, so it was going to be maybe advantage for me later if we roll it, and we'll see how that works out, right?
We'll see.
Okay, so let's get into the battle.
Okay, welcome to Crossroad Games. We're having the rematch between the Eldar and the Dark Eldar, and now the Eldar have their new codex, new set of rules, much more fitting to the new edition for 6th edition. And so let's take a look at what I've got for my army. Okay, so we have a Wind Rider host. We got 6 Wind Riders with 2 Shuriken cannons as one of my troop choices. The next troop choice is a unit of Dire Avengers with a Dire Sword and a Wave Serpent with a Shuriken cannons all around. We got a second Dire Avenger squad with a Power Sword instead of the Dire Sword, and that one has the Bright Lance set up on the Wave Serpent. And for melee, I've got a unit of Scorpions with the Scorpion upgraded with the Scorpion's Claw, and they've got the Wave Serpent with the Star Cannons. For heavy, the only heavy troops I've got, which in this scenario is a scoring unit, is my Dark Reapers. I did upgrade the Exarch all out, so he did get the missile launcher with the flak missiles, and I did upgrade that. And then I've got a 20-man Guardian squad with 2 weapon platforms, and I did choose both of them to be scatter lasers, and I have a Warlock with them. And so there's my Farseer right there. And so let's go ahead and see what the Crimson Hunter there. And I did upgrade him to be the Exarch. I did stick with the base Bright Lancers, but he is the Exarch to get that extra bit of shooting power. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and see how well this does against the Dark Eldar Raiders.
Alright, so I'm going to be bringing the Dark Eldar. If you've been seeing my battle reports before, you will know that I am very homunculi with a rack type of contingent, making those the troop choice. So that's basically what I brought against Carl. So basically you'll look right in the front. We're going to basically have the Grotesques. They'll be led and held by usually the Ancient Homunculi, which we usually bring attaching with them. Give them the 2 instant pain tokens. 2 unit of racks. They've got athletes with the mine gauntlets, and of course liquefier guns. Each in raiders with the dark lances.
Yes, we know how well your Dark Lances do.
The Grotesque have their Raider. You'll notice the double the Ethernet sail. That's going to get them right into the combat a lot quicker. It's pretty much a given if you want to do that with them and the Incubi. In the back, we got two small units. We got some converted models to unify more racks. My favorite little Maniac group. We got regular Maniac racks, and we got the Goblin, the midget racks. They're both in the Venoms to bring us some more firepower, using their transports for that. We have a unit of Witches, because monk, our leader for that, with a Razor Flare Gaze.
Is it the Sybarite?
Yep, and then they have a Venom as well. We brought a Parasite engine. I like it. It's cheap, and I like giving pain tokens a little bit extra, mostly to help the Witches if I actually pull something off. It's not a bad Marine killer, and we'll be interested to see what the Eldar can do against him. Because I did have a toughness 7 model, so we'll see how that works. And I brought the Silk Star, of course, the Razor Wing, to see if actually the Crimson Hunter is a little bit more air superiority. It's kind of like a test to see exactly how well it plays. And it's going to need to kind of get killed first quickly, but I got the first turn, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to the Guardians, because I have a lot of poison on that. So that's the list. And let's have some old ancient hatred. Payback time. Let's see how this plays. Alright, so we got the table set. So we have the Eldar all
over here.
placed in position.
With Scorpions, Jet Bikes, and Dark Reapers over on the left flank. Looking to see how the Dark Persons come at us.
Yep, the Evil of Dark is back there, all right around.
Right up.
There's an objective right next to that Venom right there on this table. And we'll see how things go.
As Eldar with the fire, I decided the very fragile Crimson Hunter, very good at dogfighting, but I want it to come in second so that the actual is it the Void Raven that you got, Ben?
No, I got the Razor.
You got the Razor Wing? So I want that one. I want his flyer to come in first, so that when mine comes on, I can actually shoot it down.
Yes, and there's a reason why you actually rolled to win the first turn, and you gave it to me for that whole reason, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let's.
After winning, that's part of my strategy is seeing about making sure we have air superiority.
So let's see if this plan works. Alright, let's get everyone moving. So we're gonna go 12, we're just gonna fly everybody up. And we'll use the ether sails to go 8, so that's going to make it 20 for this guy.
We want to name ourselves 7 and I realized that you actually covered it. Well, this is how much you have to pay for you to be able to.
We're going to unload.
Really? We're talking millions of dollars in trademark.
These guys here.
Yeah, I can understand that one. Like Troy does like so. What else would just? Yeah, but there was nothing like they can't afford. It came off with the word Troy too. Nobody else
We'll go here.
Nobody else has been trademark.
So unload their guys. 6 going through cover, 5 inches in the woods.
Yeah, but it has relevance as pertaining to a robot. Whereas Jedi is like, oh, I'm super badass, midichlorian.
They are awesome ancient dying badass knights. That's how they will always be. That's all it was.
Okay, so everybody's now moved. All right, let's get into some Dark Eldar shooting. We'll start right here. 36, no problem. So this Venom is going to fire into the Reapers. Hit on 3s. And of course, wound on 4s. So we're going to do 5 wounds to the Reapers. Just roll it in front of yourself. Not a single wound. So we're going to fire in here as well from this group. Into the Warriors, the Guardians.
Oh, what'd you guess?
In 4s. So we're gonna kill.
But it matters. Someone will be able to back.
4.
All right, AP5.
Yep. Small range.
I assume like,
Not really. You have more attack.
what do I get for
This Venom here will fire into this Reapers again.
I could have just stayed home and kept playing to it.
So really doing well on hitting so far. 7 more wounding and 4 more on the wounds. And still, Carl's making his saves. Alright, so we're gonna lance here. Wait for that. That's a hit. And no penetration. Lance into the one in the back. Got a little bit of cover. It's a hit. No. So there's my dark lancing as usual.
The double ether sail doesn't get one.
Doesn't get
because it moved up.
Let me just show you.
have 6 hits?
I'm gonna hex rifle into them. That's a hit.
So we tie.
No wounds. And that is pretty much everybody else. All that. So that's Dark Eldar shooting. Not a single casualty. So, well, we got a couple of 3 4 guys.
We have four guardians.
That was it. So let's see what
That's what they're supposed to do. Okay, so as the Eldar player with Warlock and Farseer, a new change in the Codex is that Warlocks actually have to roll for theirs, their power to go off. They do have a leadership 8, so let's see how that Warlock does with the Guardians. And he gets a 7. So they have a +1 armor save. They rolled the Jinx Protect power, which allows the Warlock to increase their armor save by 1. So they are now looking at a 4+ armor save for this turn.
And
now the Farseer has Doom Guide and Mind Warp. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Guide on the Guardian squad that he's with. And a 7, it beats his leadership easily.
Okay.
And right now, I need to confirm with the book whether Doom actually is line of sight or not. Alright, so we've gone ahead and moved up to clash with our ancient enemies, the Dark Cousins, and we're going to go ahead and open fire on them and see how many of them we can send straight into Slanesh. Alright.
Hopefully he's not as effective. He's like I was with my shooting.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Wave Serpent over here.
Yep.
It is going to get 4 shots to start with. This Wave Serpent has Twin Link Bright Lances and a Shuriken Cannon underneath the nose. The gray die will be the Bright Lance.
What are you shooting?
And is shooting the
Lead one?
The Ravager right here.
I have Raiders, I have Ravagers.
Sorry, Raider.
Okay, 2 hits.
So we got 2 hits. Alright. One is strength 6, one is strength 8.
Which one's strength 8? The blue one?
It's a 12, so it's going to be a pen.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 9, which does nothing.
So 1 pen.
So we got 1 pen.
Alright, lead Raider.
And you got a 2.
Got through. So what's the damage? D6 +1? Or is it AP2 weapon?
It's an AP2 weapon,
plus
so
3?
it's +3.
So 6 plus 2.
+2, so it's a 5.
Sorry, so 5. Loses a weapon.
Alright, is there any weapon on it?
Yeah. So we now have a mobilized Raider.
Okay. Next up, we will go ahead and fire on that same one with this Wave Serpent here.
Okay.
I'm going to roll the Twin Link Shuriken Cannons first, and then we'll roll the regular Shuriken Cannon.
Okay.
Fortunately, this is the Twin Link. So we end up with 2 hits. All right.
So 2 hits
So
on
we got
that.
two hits from the Twin Links, and 2 hits. So we now have 4 hits. 2 hits.
Wave Serpent's a ballistic skill 4 next.
One of the big upgrades for the Eldar is much like the Dark Eldar. Across the board, they've upgraded them to a ballistic skill 4.
So they can shoot now in this edition?
So they can actually shoot now.
Wow! Alright, now they're true cousins of each other.
Yes.
Alright, so we got 4 hits.
Alright, so we got 4 hits. Gonna roll the 4 dice.
Strength what?
And it is strength 6. So we got 2-0. We got
A glance?
1 glance and 1 pen.
All right, so let's do the glance first.
All right.
So the glance got
gets
through. This is the pen.
And
The pen does not get through.
does not get through.
So another hull
But it
damage.
is a hull point. Now, do you have 2 or 3?
3 on Raiders, 2 on Venom. Boom. She's smoking, but in this edition, like all other Raiders, she's still alive.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping to be able to. I was kind of hoping to be able to take it out with those 2 shooting.
Yeah.
I'm now going to have to pull in some firepower from somewhere else.
Okay, so where's it gonna come from?
I'm going to go ahead and pull it in from the jet bikes.
The jet bikes are gonna do it from
We
across.
have 2 shuriken cannons, 24-inch range, strength 6.
Okay.
Listen, skill 4, so I'm looking for 3s. And we got 5 hits.
All right.
Now we're looking for 4s to glance,
Okay.
5s to pen. And
3
we have
pens.
3 pens.
Wow.
And we got 3. Spectre Senence has 3.
So
And 2
2
will get
pens.
3.
So let's see if 2 explosions. AP, any AP bonus?
There's no AP bonus on these.
Plus 1s.
So I got a
So
2 and a 5.
So it becomes a wreck.
It just becomes a round.
All right. So Raider now finally down, disgorging the grotesque and the ancient homunculi. What's next?
Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead continuing with the fire. I have my Wave Serpent with the Star Cannon, the Shuriken Cannon, the Dark Reapers, and my Guardian still. I'm going to go ahead and open up fire with the 3rd and final Wave Serpent. It has a twin-linked Shuriken, a twin-linked Star Cannon, and then a Shuriken Cannon under the chin.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and start with the Star Cannons.
What's the firing at?
Everything else goes at the same time.
I'm going to go ahead and fire at the Raider with the racks.
Okay.
And the Star Cannon shots. 2 hits. 2 hits. And now I'm going to go ahead and shoot with the Shuriken Cannon. And I get 2 more hits.
Okay.
I'm going to roll them separately because the Star Cannon has AP2, where they're both strength 6.
Okay.
So the Star Cannon, the 2 hits, looking for 4s to glance.
Okay.
And
So 1 glance, 1 pen.
and 1. And then the Shuriken Cannon, again, looking for 4s. Nothing on that. Then,
All right. So let's do the star cannons.
yep,
This is the glance.
glance is a
So
4.
it's gonna not. It's gonna basically be gonna go through. So it takes a glance. This is the star cannon pen. It saves, and the regular pen also saves. So it just took a glancing damage.
Okay, so it takes 1 glancing hit.
All right.
Then we got the challenge.
Okay. The grotesques are toughness 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just kind of taking both out. Oh, you got to take 3. Yours, I made mine.
All right. So last unit to shoot is going to be the Dark Reapers. They're going to shoot at the grotesques.
Okay.
We have 3 Dark Reapers firing their fast shot missiles. They're heavy 2s, strength 5, AP 3. So we're going to go ahead and do their shots, and then the Exarch will take his shots. They whiffed pretty badly.
All right. So I need 4s.
Yep. And then 4s to wound.
1 round.
Yeah, they do. They whiff pretty badly.
And the Exarch though.
The Exarch will do 2 shots with the
Here again. These are strength. You got
toughness 5.
2 attacks each now. So
I'll go ahead and be dropping 2 plasma missiles.
Okay.
And looking at it, I'm going to go ahead and drop it on. Try and drop it on this guy.
All right.
You have a scatter die? Okay, so the scatter die, looking at this, is 9 inches this way. Minus
Minus 5.
minus 5 is going to be 4 inches.
and
On that door.
I'm running, so not going to see if it catches it. You don't, which is unfortunate.
That's where it is.
Okay. So it's going to go there. I'm looking 1, maybe 2.
2. Okay.
Okay, so we got 2 on the first one.
Yep.
And the second one? is direct hit.
So 3.
It's gonna be a,
So 5 total.
all right, so we got 5 total. The plasma missile for the Eldar is strength 4. The plasma missile is a strength 4 AP 4, so I'm looking for 5s to wound.
Okay. So,
And I got 2.
so 3 wounds. So all they have is feel no pain. So take 2 wounds.
All right, so that's the shooting there.
They haven't shot, have they? Guardians?
Okay. No, they haven't. I'm sorry. Okay. Spectre Senence just reminded me like Guardians have not shot yet, and so we're going to go ahead and open up with them. Now, one of the nice things is the Eldar scatter lasers have the laser lock rule, which if a scatter laser hits, other models, other guns fired by the fire can get twin linked. So I'm going to check that real quick to see if that includes other models in the unit.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, just quickly check the book, and the laser lock rule applies to within a model. So if a model with a scatter laser is firing other weapons as well, we roll for the laser lock rule.
So good on
We don't have
vehicles.
that going on in this case.
Good on vehicles, not for Guardians.
Yeah, that's good for like vehicles, Falcon obviously, and so we're gonna go ahead and start rolling with these.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna roll the scatter lasers first, anyways, and see how they do. All right, so we got 8 hits. Now the scatter laser is a strength 6 AP 6, so I'm looking for 3s to wound. And so I end up with 4 wounds from the scatter lasers. Now I got rolls from now coming in from the Guardians. I got that. Now I got to check for full range on them.
Should be on every model on the top.
Yeah, I don't think you can quite see.
I would shoot him last and give me cover.
Yeah, he's not really. So he gets a shot too.
Okay.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gunners included.
Honestly, most likely gonna hard hit me there.
Go check.
I have 18 shots after checking the Guardians and which ones were within 2 inches of the platforms. We have 18 shots plus 1 from the Warlocks. And these all come with the Bladestorm rule. So 3s to hit. All right.
Okay.
So lots of hits there. Now,
Strength 4.
now they're strength 4. However, they do also have the Bladestorm rule. So on a 6 to wound, it wounds automatically and has AP 2.
Okay.
And they're two separate squads.
So I've got 2 of the Bladestorms, and I'm looking for 5s to wound normally.
So 7 total.
So we got 7 there. So a total of 11 wounds. Yeah, I don't know if you don't have any armor. No. Okay.
So those are saved. 6 wounds are total. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
Yours should drop the fire.
Pass them around. Pass pin. Oh. Pass pin. That's it? Are you assaulting with them?
I am not going to assault with the Guardians at this point. They are a little too far out, and I want to avoid getting into that too much with them.
Okay.